Welcome back, folks. The first thing you'll notice is a little bit of change. So, star enclosure is the same, but I have rejigged this pen. Oh, just noticed something. I have rejigged this pen slightly in the last 5 minutes because I took a minute's pause um, to kind of reset myself and such. Um, Here it is. Put that there, perfect. Everybody's happy. No food. Now everybody's happy. Yurt. There we go. Because, as we were saying in the last episode, 78 meters squared, right? Lucky, we're not sure. I'm just going to say 25. Layla needs 25. So, if you don't believe me, 25. What I've learned is that this is per dinosaur. So if I have 4 Gallimimus, I need 100 meters squared. 4 Styra, 100 meters squared. They each need their own individual 25 meters squared. So, Styras are herd animals, which means they will tolerate pairs of the same species, but they prefer to be in groups of 3 or larger. Gallimimus are pack, so they can live in twos with their own species or others. So Layla and Lucky can live together, but they can't be left alone. And they don't like groups of greater than 3. So Styras prefer to have 3 or more. That's 25 meters squared times 3, so 75 meters squared is what we need, ideally, for the Styras. For a Gallimimus, let's just say 2 Gallimimus and Lucky. That's 25 meters squared times 3 again, so 75. So you come in here, Athena's pen, so you have Athena and Hades and another, and that's 75 meters squared. As I said, we have 89, so we're all good. Tickety boo, everyone's happy. Oh, sorry. So yeah, social status of the pen is pack, but it would prefer to be herd. So it's currently pack. It needs to be herd. Then we've Lucky's pen. So as I said, we've Lucky and Layla, and I want to get another Gallimimus. So this pen just has enough space. 78 meters, we need 75 meters. And it's currently pack, which is good, that's what we want. So this is why this pen has slightly changed. I think the way I had it was endpoint here in this row, an endpoint up there in this row, and then a straight line down the middle here. I've just basically put a dog leg on it to give us that extra, I think it was, before it was 67 meters squared, something like that. So you could probably count, so it's 4 by 2, 4, 6, 7. So an additional 14 meters squared here, approximately, if I've counted right, on top of what we had originally. So these guys are now ready to get another Gallimimus. We have a Dreamstone to hand somewhere. We'll get that set up shortly. Moved our little table here, so, you know, if you think of it in like almost like a zoo, this viewer can view the pen, this viewer can view the pen, and they can talk to each other. So that's why I've set it up this way. The heather, I learned the plants can dictate the biome of the pen, so rather than upgrading the sleeping zones, which actually makes sense if you want to move the dreamstones around a lot, rather than committing to making this a valley sleeping zone only, you can change the biome of the pen using... Oh, you need attention, Lucky, do you? Rather than using the dreamstones, you can use the plants. So heather is a valley plant, so we could make this pen more valley-like. But we're not going to do that for now. I think that's all that's changed. Also, while you were gone, off camera, I watered the plants very quickly with Layla. I cannot wait for these potatoes to grow so I can get those out and get my raspberry bush in. Still no sign of any tomatoes, and yeah, we have our task. We are going to go get a Gallimimus, and something I'm a little bit worried about is a limit on how many dinosaurs we can have. So I I have played my first farming simulator was 13 or 15, and looking back now, farming simulator was pretty primitive then. At the time, I was just happy to be plowing a field. So since then, I've played. Is it 19? FS 19 maybe? And then FS 22 as well. So FS 19 I got on the PlayStation. I think I got it free with PSN. And I thought this is great, like back to my farming days. Absolutely love it. But with the PlayStation and its computational power, there was a severely reduced limit into how many assets you could have. Basically, to stop the game from lagging, or I guess to stop the map from putting too much strain on the PlayStation, you were really limited in what you could do. So you could focus your farm on. As I've been talking here, I've just been walking. We're supposed to be looking for a Gallimimus. You can focus on just wheat, barley, basically, the cereal crops, because you can only get one combine harvester and a couple of tractors. If you wanted to do, your cereals and cattle, the game just couldn't handle it. So I'm worried that's the case here, basically. Of course you are, Owen. You were thinking, how can I hand off some work to Freyok? When are you not thinking about delegating, Owen? Okay, progress, right? Let's not knock a man down before he has a say. Diligently every day, right? Yeah, I feel you, Owen. I feel you. I gave him a hard time, but I've been through this journey. Excellent. Oh, well I haven't, but okay. So wheat and strawberries. Uh, yep, absolutely. Even though we're not using fertilizer at the moment, we definitely will be. This guy though, opened us up. I was guarded. I was like, what now? And then he opened us up like a tin of sardines. Opened up my heart. The 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 struggles of a gardener. I've been there. It's a story I will tell when I'm talking about Gunter actually. But I've tried to grow my own crops before, and it is tough. It is tough, like kind of similar to what I described with the bees. The media kind of leads you to believe that beekeeping is kind of easy. You just, get a beehive, stick it into the garden, and that's it done. Um, like, at least in my experience, a similar kind of message comes with like home growing your own food. I'm not talking commercial farming now. I just, a little garden vegetable patch at the bottom of your garden type thing. Like, oh, you just put the seeds in the ground and they'll grow. Like, no, there's a bit to it. Like, and he's Owen's absolutely right. Like, it is very disheartening when nothing grows, or you know what's even worse is something does grow and then it dies. Because you're like, oh my god, I'm doing it. Like, look at this little plant go. I'm so proud of it. And then, you know, shift in the weather, or it just never flowers, and you know, that's it done. It's a write-off. And you know, he opened us up with that. Absolutely, I completely empathize with your situation. On, I've been there, I've done that. And then he turns around and asks us to do another thing for him. You know, like, I'm the sucker here for falling for it. But look, I suppose what we'll get out of it is a new recipe. We will learn how to make strawberry pancakes. So, you know, look on the bright side of things. I'm not happy with these Gallimimus. As terrible as that is to say, I was hoping for a kind of rarer strand. Because we really are just doing this for Layla's benefit. You know, we don't need another Gallimimus. I just want Layla to be happy. So I don't know. We might leave it for now just to see if we can find a better spawn, or maybe there's another area where they spawn. I don't know. So while we're here, we will head northwest into Dapplewood, which is this way. I just checked the map. I wanted to be sure. It's better to know early on than, you know, end up going the wrong direction and then checking the map. So look, it's all good. Now, new area. Here we go. Okay, Stegosaurus, straight out the gap. Very good, excellent. Love to see it. Loads of heather. Okay, interesting, interesting. So I wonder, is that kind of lighthouse watchtower thing? Is that like the pond where we have to update it, you know? Can we pick this? No, okay, that's unfortunate. It would save us a ton of money. It's just, for now, let's just explore. That's nice, that yellow plant. So any boundaries? Oh, it's a windmill. It's a grain mill. So it looks like a waterfall here. This is obviously where we came from. Just tracing the map, so something definitely interesting coming up here. Maybe something interesting here too. This little watering hole. Something here as well. But this seems to be a map limit, so there's no... What I was trying to trace with my mouse is there's no further area to expand into. We're blocked here by water, and I'm assuming like cliffs or forest here. So this is the northwestern limit to the map, which is great because, you know, we're starting to put a box around this game. I don't want it to end, but wow, that's cool. You know, we need to know what we're dealing with here. Should I be saving every single carrot I grow because the map is, you know, 20 times larger than I thought it was, and I need to tame, you know, 17 different species? No, we're starting to scope out the game, and I pressed J twice in a row. We're starting to scope out the game and actually understand where the limits lie, which, in my opinion, make the game more fun, because you can really kind of get into it. Then you can get engrossed in it and understand, you know, the mechanics and such. There is a dreamstone in there that I want to get, but I cannot. Hi guys. Are ye blue? Oh, you're not even Gallimimus. I thought you were. Oh, you guys are cool. You're beautiful. I already know what I'm gonna call you two. But let's come up here first. Oh, you're joking. Another limit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. These guys are really cool. And I'm not gonna hit J. I'm gonna hit I. Ancient tablet. The creatures with the crest dearly love to roam, though will always come running when you call them home. The crest. So is that like the crest of a wave? Like the crest of, you know, like a bill or something on the top of their heads? Or is it like a crest as in, you know, a coat of arms? Like a sigil on their fur or their feathers or their scales, if you catch my drift. Oh, you're stunning. These guys are so cool. I'm assuming they're carnivorous, just because they're very you know, their features are very aguila, like, you know, they're eagles, birds of prey. Very cool. Very cool. Amethyst, cool. I'd love to take you home, bud, but I just don't have the capacity right now. Little bridge. Here's our waterfall. Yep, okay, so I was just about to check the map, but if we remember the waterfall, so this is north, north, west, east. So if we cross this and go left, it should bring us to the wind turbine. Windmill, sorry, no, this is not a wind turbine, a windmill. A grain mill. These guys are cool. So I think this is a Kentrosaurus. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, you're all so beautiful. I want all of you. Such beautiful patterns. There's a dreamstone here. Hopefully I have the space. Ah, I knew it. The treacherous gate. Might come back later to bite us. You know, guarantee you in the next 10 minutes we will get us a quest asking for us to collect 20 clover, but I think a dreamstone is more important right now. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, I was completely wrong. Yes, of course I was. This is where we just crossed. So I thought this little drop here was this drop here. Oh well. Oh wow. This is so cool. So are these not parasaurs? No, because they have a big sail on their back. Parasaurs have the kind of frill coming off the back of their head, right? Oh my god. That's a Sarco, isn't it? Sarcosaur, or maybe it's a Suchomimus. Are you gonna nail me, man? No? Oh. You're so stunning. I do appreciate that it's a chill game. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous there. That's why I got off Lucky. I dismounted Lucky just in case. You know, there's only a stamina bar. There's not a health bar. But yeah, I suppose I've never played Ark properly. One of my favorite YouTube channels is Neebs Gaming. Watched them since I was really young. You know, when Battlefield 3 came out, they had a Battlefield Friends series. They did Duralius and Associates, all these kind of animated shows on YouTube. and then they branched out into actually, you know, playing games, recording. Um, and one of their main series is not enough room, of course. One of their main series is Ark, and they've had some heartbreak over the years. Um, and we're back up onto this plateau, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, right. Back down the hill, and we will swing a left up onto this hill here to see these bigger guys. Just before the Sarco or the Suchomimus. I feel like the render distance is reduced here. Is it just because it's nighttime? Is it's like kind of fog of war? I feel like I'm... Oh, look! Oh my god! They're so tiny. I wonder, are these little guys compies? And the little guys by our house aren't... So much exploration. This is great. I'm having a blast. So we've kind of looped down here. Yeah, that's right. We went down into this cove where the kind of the blue looking guys are. Crossed the bridge. Follow this path up here. This, I'm assuming, is where the Sarco is. It kind of narrows up against the water. So let's keep exploring. It is very hard with the dark. As just to kind of reference where I am. Yes, here we go. So down here, as I was saying, is that path against the water. And then we looked up to our right and seen these guys. So I'm glad we found them. I thought I was going mad. I was like, no, this species is up here somewhere. I thought I'd gotten lost, but no, I was right. It's just I guess the render distance is a little bit disorientating. I did it again. Hit J instead of I. It's great to know we've mushrooms here though, because I think Lucky's favourite food is mushrooms. And then, is this the big pond in the kind of top left, I'm imagining? No, it's in the middle. I thought it was up here. But this is where I thought we were. So, beside the pond. Nothing too crazy. Except this guy, I suppose. You're cool. Very, very bird-like, the face. It's almost like an albatross, you know, a winged black lined albatross. You know, this like they've got the winged eyeliner. I've definitely said that wrong. They're like black-footed albatross or something, but they look like they have winged eyeliner. That's what this guy looks like. Assuming I can cross. Yep, excellent. So I've just done a loop. I've just done a loop of this lake. So if we go up here, take a right, this should bring us back down towards the Sarco. Ah, that's very cute. I won't wake him. So yeah, that's correct. So a left turn is coming up. That brings us back towards our valley. Blueberries. Yep. I did it again. Unbelievable. See, it's just J, you know, J for journal. It's like Michael Scott remembering names. I've assigned a letter to the journal in my head and I can't go back. J. You know, I suppose if I really wanted to break the habit, I could just mouse wheel, but I find it easier just to go into the inventory. Okay. So, working from memory. Back that direction is spawn, or the valley. That's the circle. This should just take me to the water. This should bring me towards the windmill. At least in the direction of the windmill. So let's go this way first, because this should be the shorter of the two distances. Okay, so... right. I was kind of half right. That looks like herb that we can pick up. I thought this tree was a dinosaur. I nearly had a heart attack. Hello. So I think I struggle to say that one, so I'm not going to say it. I think in the Jurassic Park video game, there's like a kind of horror, kind of first-person game that was like half released. What I'll do is I will go to a YouTuber called, I think is his name. He does all the Jurassic Park stuff. He did a Let's Play of it. And in this game, it's like a kind of first-person story game. He comes up against those dinosaurs. They're like the main kind of scary dinosaurs. So I was right, it was a Sarco, not a Suchomimus, it was a Sarco. Cool. I wish I could remember the name of that game, but yeah, it's based on Jurassic Park, and those dinosaurs, the small guys, they're like the main kind of villain, if you like, if an animal can be a villain, you know. How are we looking? 27 minutes. Okay, I'm determined to get to this windmill. So rather than explore, we're gonna go as the crow flies. We're not gonna get distracted. As I said, that looks cool. Nothing back there. No. Well, we found out the hard way. Let's see what our punishment is. Oh. Orla would love that. More room for books. That is a must for our house, is space for bookcases. Hades is now a helper. Yay! Excellent. All good news. All good news. Excellent. So we can change our wardrobe now. More storage? Same storage really. Store all this. Yeah, fibers. We'll take that to the animals. Raspberries. What? Oh yeah, garlic. That's right. That's right. Dreamstone. It's small. We're riddled with small dreamstones. We're okay for the wood for now. Oh, I've lost the gate. There it is. So, is there a punishment for not going to bed? I just feel bad for Lucky. Like, you know, in Stardew, when you collapse at 2 AM, it's like, okay, you know, I lost some money or I lost my sword or something like that. You know, that's grand, like, but, you know, I don't want Lucky to be unhappy if she hasn't got enough sleep, I guess. 4 dinos need attention. Probably food and cleaning. Yeah, clean pan. Clean pan, of course. No worries. How are we looking here? 29 minutes. Right. Clean the pens. The 2 lads are happy. That's great. Everybody's happy. Excellent. So, I suppose we didn't get our Gallimimus, kind of intentionally, because, you know, Layla, you can see her patterns here. Actually, while we're here, ha ha ha. So you can see Layla's patterns here. She's got this kind of cool, I'm gonna call it a beetle design on her back. And Layla, I believe it's common. Yeah, common. So she's leaf colored and she's common, right? Oh, it's a leaf design, of course. So we could have gotten another Gallimimus today, easily enough, but let's not rush into it. You know, let's get some dinosaurs that we really want. I'm delighted with Hades and Athena. Hades was a black cat, so like the purple design on Hades here is great. You know, it's one of the darker colors, but the fact that he sleeps so much is just so Hades. I couldn't have scripted it, you know. And then Athena is just this beautiful, like, rare color. As soon as I seen it, I was like, no, we have to get her. So I'm delighted with them. See you later. Absolutely delighted with my dinos. But, you know, Layla was our first dinosaur. I wouldn't change her. I wouldn't get another Gallimimus and call it Layla. Like, that just doesn't fly. So I want to get, like, rarer dinos if I can. But what was cool, what we learned, I suppose, as well, is if the dinosaurs are asleep, you can study them. So we might come back here at night time and find out what these little guys are, you know? So I think, although we didn't get our Gallimimus, we actually did a lot. You know, we explored a lot, found some new crops. Yeah, we're definitely expanding. Dino food. So, let's see. We've 4 dinos. They eat 2 a day each. We're about to get more dinos as well, actually. That's, yeah. So 2 each a day, times 2 is 4, times 5 days is 20. So for a week, we'll say, for 5 days stock, I need 20 herbivore food per pen, which is 40. And 40 times 3 is 120. Which actually isn't that bad, but it is only for a week. So what we need to do, actually, right, if we're being smart about this, what we need to do is work out when our crops are growing, such that when we harvest our crops, it ties in with when we need food. So we're not losing money, essentially. As I harvest my crops and sell them, we are buying herbivore food. So money comes in, money goes out, and in theory, you have a net gain, or at least stay at, you know, 0 change. So yeah, look, let's talk to Astel quickly, and then we'll wrap up the episode. Yeah, that would have been tough. Cool. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Before we finish, just because we missed... No, we've still a few days, so we've 4 days to get here. Oh. So this is probably what I was describing before, is that Pippin will now have new Poppins, because we've found new dinosaurs. So let's see what she has to say, and then we will wrap up the episode. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Um, I did see this before where you have to provide. So for spicy, it's garlic, as you just seen. For earthy, it's like pepper or blueberry or something like that. And then tangy or whatever the other option was is, you know, another version of fruit or veg. So I don't know which one we want ourselves, which is the most useful to us. Like, you know, if the next major quest is clear the log in the farm and we need a Kentrosaurus, then you know we're gonna want Kentrosaurus poppins. I'm not sure which they are, so a bit of figuring out for us to do. But the game does seem to be moving a lot faster. So if we end up with the wrong poppin type for our needs, then I'm sure we'll get the next poppin very quickly. Finish up the episode with something positive. Make everybody happy. Give Hades a love. Give Athena a love. And we'll call it a day. Can't forget Lucky. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll speak to you soon.